Balancing independence and dependence in relationships is a delicate art that requires constant attention, self-awareness, and effective communication. Achieving this equilibrium fosters healthier and more fulfilling relationships, whether they are romantic, familial, or platonic. When striving for this balance, it's essential to recognize that both independence and dependence have their merits and drawbacks. The key is to integrate them harmoniously to create a strong and mutually beneficial connection. Independence is the capacity to stand on your own, pursue your interests, and maintain a sense of self without relying excessively on others. It enables personal growth, self-discovery, and a sense of autonomy. On the other hand, dependence refers to the emotional reliance on someone else for validation, support, or happiness. It can lead to feelings of insecurity, power imbalances, and loss of personal identity if taken to extremes. To strike a harmonious balance between independence and dependence, you must first cultivate a deep understanding of yourself and your needs. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of building healthy relationships, because it allows you to identify your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and boundaries. When you know who you are and what you require to thrive, you're better equipped to communicate these needs to your partner or loved ones. Independence is not about avoiding reliance on others altogether, but rather about ensuring that your sense of self is robust and intact. It means having your own hobbies, interests, and goals that enrich your life and give you a sense of purpose. When you maintain your independence, you bring more to the relationship, because you're a complete and fulfilled individual. This not only makes you more attractive to others, but also reduces the burden of unrealistic expectations on your partner. However, independence should not be misconstrued as emotional detachment or a reluctance to ask for help when needed. Healthy interdependence acknowledges that we all have moments of vulnerability, and that it's perfectly acceptable to lean on each other for support during challenging times. It's crucial to remember that seeking help or comfort from your loved ones does not diminish your independence. It strengthens your bond by allowing both you and your partner to provide mutual support. Effective communication is another vital component of balancing independence and dependence. Open and honest dialogue is essential for articulating your needs and boundaries, while also understanding those of your partner. When both parties feel heard and respected, it becomes easier to find middle ground. To create a more balanced dynamic, prioritize spending quality time together while also encouraging each other's individual pursuits. This approach fosters a sense of togetherness without stifling each other's independence. It's about finding the sweet spot where you can celebrate each other's achievements, both as a couple and as individuals. Respect for boundaries is equally crucial. Healthy boundaries prevent overdependence or codependence from taking root in a relationship. By maintaining your own boundaries and respecting those of your partner, you create a safe and comfortable space where both can thrive independently and together. Another essential aspect of striking a balance between independence and dependence is learning to manage expectations. Unmet expectations often lead to disappointments and conflicts in relationships. Recognize that no one can fulfill all your emotional needs or be your sole source of happiness. It's unrealistic to expect your partner or loved ones to provide constant validation, approval, or happiness. Instead, focus on your own self-care and happiness, while appreciating the additional joy that your relationships can bring. Moreover, let go of the idea that dependence equates to weakness. Vulnerability is a strength that deepens emotional connections. Sharing your fears, insecurities, and hopes with your loved ones fosters intimacy and trust. When both you and your partner feel safe expressing your feelings, you create a space where dependence is not seen as a burden, but as an opportunity for mutual support and growth. Conflict resolution is another skill that plays a crucial role in balancing independence and dependence. Disagreements are a natural part of any relationship, but how you handle them determines the health of your connection. Approach conflicts with empathy, active listening, and a willingness to compromise. Avoiding blame and defensiveness allows you to address issues without undermining each other's independence or self-esteem. As you work to strike this balance, it's essential to recognize that it's not a static achievement, but an ongoing process. Relationships evolve, and so do your needs and the needs of your loved ones. Periodically assess the balance in your relationship and make adjustments as necessary. It may be helpful to seek the guidance of a therapist or counselor if you find yourselves struggling to maintain a healthy equilibrium. In conclusion, balancing independence and dependence in relationships is a dynamic and evolving journey. It requires self-awareness, effective communication, respect for boundaries, and the ability to manage expectations. Both independence and dependence have their merits and drawbacks, and finding the right equilibrium involves recognizing when to stand on your own and when to lean on your loved ones for support. Ultimately, a balanced relationship is one where both individuals can flourish independently while also enriching each other's lives through a strong and mutually supportive connection.